to another YouTube video. Today I'm here to tell you another story time. And you can probably tell by the fact that I am at work again, it's a story about work. So today I chose to sit in front of the balloons to tell you this story because obviously we sell balloons at my work and this story has to do with balloons. So there I am by myself working away and I heard the doorbell ring, which means that a customer came in. So I walked up to the front and there was a gentleman sort of walking away from me toward the wall. He was back toward me. And I said, "Can I help you with anything?" And he didn't answer me. He didn't acknowledge me. He just kept walking. And I was like, "Fine, asshole. Like, whatever. If you don't want to acknowledge me, be a rude motherfucker. I don't even care." Walked away, went to the back. He wandered around the store, not saying anything to me. And then a little while later, he came up to the counter and he had a balloon in his hand, just like a normal round 18-inch balloon, similar to like this one here. And he brought it up to the counter and he pointed at the balloon and he went. And at that point, I realized he was deaf and I felt like a huge idiot for thinking that he was being rude to me. He probably didn't even see me or hear me, but anyways. Clearly, he needed the balloon filled with helium. So he pointed at the balloon, went like this, and I said, "You want it filled with helium?" And he said, and I was like, "Okay." And he went, and I was like, "Do we have any bigger balloons?" And he was like, so I showed him the bigger balloons and he picked one out and he was very happy with it. And then he made the helium motion again that he wanted it to float. So I said, "Okay, just a minute." And I went and I filled it with helium and I showed it to him and he was like, and I was like, "Great." So we went up to the front counter and I rang it in and I showed him the total. I said, "It's going to be this much money." And he was like, grabbed his wallet, paid me the money. And then he was like, and I was like, "Oh, you want to write something down?" And he was like, so I found him a pen and a paper and I passed it across the counter to him and he bent his head down and he scribbled this note and he looked up, very pleased with himself. He had a big smile on his face, slid the note across the counter toward me and I looked at it and it said, "Very nice, dash, your boobs." And I was like, what do you do, right? And he was like he was very excited. He'd given me this amazing compliment that he thought my boobs were awesome. And I was like, thank you. And he was like, and at that point the phone started ringing. So I answered the phone and I was like, "Hello." And he was all smiles and waves all the way out the door. And I was like, it's pretty weird. It's a pretty weird thing that, I like, based on his face, I'm sure he meant it as a compliment, but like, it's pretty weird to like specifically ask someone for a piece of paper to make a note to tell them they have nice boobs, which is, I don't know. I mean, I've definitely received weirder compliments, but that one was up there. So there you have it. There you have it. A mini story from my work about just one of the crazy customers that has come in here in recent memory. And if you liked this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up, that would be amazing. If you want to ring the bell, you can get notifications for when I can tell you more crazy stories. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm under Madame_Absinthe on both Instagram and Twitter. Instagram is mostly pictures of what I'm wearing. Twitter is mostly pictures of my face / other weird things that happen to me / sewing projects that I'm working on if you're interested in that stuff. So yeah, please like, please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, follow me on social media if you want to, and hopefully I will be able to tell you more crazy stories shortly.